Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day outside, beautiful morning. We've got blue, clear skies, another calmness in the trees. There's not much wind at all, not even a breeze. And the sun's shining. It's absolutely gorgeous. I dare say it's fairly cold though, like the end of winter, that bitter chill as it's into that dawning dew on the grass and all the rest. But it feels so glorious. And I'm ready for my swimming session today. I moved my top around. I had it so exact. Anyway, I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go across to the cards. Here they are. Just a itty bitty little bit of not misalignment there. There we go. Perfect. What we have is Chirama Ketty's Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck again. These are the weekday ones that I use. I love them. Expanded edition is what I do have as the main deck. I've got a plain one where it's only the 36 cards. This one has about 48. We haven't got any from that extra section though. So what we've got today is our card 30, Lilies, which is in our home space with the King of Spades. Card 13, the Child, with the Jack of Spades there. This is our theme, so that's a wonderful card to have as a theme. I love it. Card 25, the Ring, Ace of Clubs, is in our workspace. So I absolutely love the Child. It's just that playfulness. It really lightens the day, brings in that fun. I love it, love it, love it. Here we go. We've got the Our Wisdom as well. I haven't got the second hour card out, so that's sorry. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, and here we've got the triplet of hours again. We had a triplet yesterday, and they're so gorgeous, aren't they? I love them. Oh, and that just focused in. Let's see if it'll do it again. A really good focus just then. Oh, now it's not going to do it. It clicked in. The webcam clicked in. Oh, well. That's what we have there. I'll just see about getting the second card. The Our Oracle. This is the Our Oracle that was another gift. And what we have for today's is the Lunar Luminary. Shine light on your path in times of darkness, illuminating the way forward. It is a very dark looking owl, isn't it? But we're going to see the light there with that one. So there we go. Excuse me. Let's zoom in to about there. Okay. All right, and I'll just pop in and check the comments before I start the reading. Keza, good morning, Ros and all. Good morning, Keza. Lovely to have you joining us. Bet it's cold where you are because I'm feeling the cold here. I'm ready for my swimming, so I haven't got a long sleeve jacket or anything. Good morning, dear Ros and all in the chat. Hi, Hilda. It's lovely to see you here as well. It's your good evening too, so it's lovely to see you. And Johanna, Lydia, Lulu, can I have a love reading? This is the reading, Johanna. So take these three cards and this is what you're getting for your love reading, okay? I do this as a general card spread, but it still answers your questions. Even if I don't bring it specifically to your own situation. You know your situation the best and you can interpret these. As with love, the ring being present is going to be an important part for that. Okay. And Michaela is here as well, saying morning, lovely and all. So, where do I get to in that list? That's it. Lovely to see you, Michaela. And I did do the weather report. Good morning from Sharon, Ros, Keza, Fiona, and everyone in the Facebook world. So it's lovely to see you here this morning as well, Sharon. I presume, are you still laying in bed? Keeping nice and cosy. I laid in till at least 7:30. Well, 7:15. Now, you were asleep already, but you needed to wake up to check for something. Decided to check if you could catch a live stream, and you have, Hilda. Thank you so much that, well, Spirit brought you here, didn't I? Now, with the Child, as I've already mentioned as a precursor, this in the theme, though, is that world of possibilities that we're going to be able to look at with the child in this open book. You can see that it's a book just there underneath all these toys. You know, the building blocks, the alphabet blocks, the dolly, the spinning top, the castle with the possibilities, and other spheres and objects and imagination. The rainbow moving through the whole of the book and around that castle. It's the dazed, glazed wonderment type of look on this child's face. It doesn't bring much as far as emotion itself goes that's obvious in the picture, but it's that contemplation of what is possible. It's I think the child is waiting for something to happen, and that is our potential, the possibility, what are we going to create with this today? It's that sense of adventure, even though there doesn't look to be that high excitement energy factor on this child's face. It's that wonderment. And what I'm sensing is that let's wonder about what is in our world today. See the magic moonbeams coming in to bring that magic to whatever we touch and however we're going to influence our day. It is up to us to be the discerning factor, the judge, jury, etc., of how we see, how we perceive what is around us in our own world, our own environment, that we respond to it appropriately. So this child is waiting for something that will trigger a form of response or action. They're about ready to jump into the book and start the adventure of this story, and for us, ready to start our story for today and really get into that we can create from our imagination, from our desires, from whatever we're feeling is our connection with spirit to lead us on that way and take us on the beautiful adventure of life. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling from this, and those gorgeous golden lights and everything that sparkles and just the fun. And wow, I really like having the child in the theme card. What possibilities are there for you in your castle? and the things that we have that we can use and utilize as our, the creation of the games or the events that we're going to be taking part in today. There's all the tools we need. There's all the possibilities that we have in front of us. Bring it to life. Okay, so that's what I get from the child as our theme today. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And Hilda, no, I put your comment up, didn't I, Hilda, that one? You was asleep already but woke up for something? Yes, decided to check and catch a live stream. Good. Michaela, yay, yes, it is very chilly. It is, isn't it? I haven't even looked or asked Alexa what the temperature is yet. I just know it is a bit cold. I should put a jacket on, but I'm waiting to go swimming. And yes, snuggles with my fur babies, I thought it might be. Having that little extra lay in. Enjoy while you can. And Fiona, good morning, Ros Gurley and Sharon Gurley, and all around the globe, a good afternoon or a good evening with those beautiful hearts. Thank you, Fiona. And the numerology already. Gee, that's quick. So a number 4 is our day card, which is all those dates from our day. And from the cards themselves, it's a 3. Yay, yay, yay. I love the 3s. So for me, that's feeling like a very good omen. Thank you so much for that, Fiona. Now, as we move to our home card, this is the one where the energy is about the personal, more personal way that we have our, how do we live type of theme, I suppose. So main theme being the child, and we're bringing in the energy of those who are the ancestors, the relatives, the extended family that have passed or, have been a big influence on our lives. With the lilies, it is that calmness, possibly amongst a little bit of stormy waters or something like that. It just brings that sense of peace and calm. I know there is, I'm not a gardener, but I know there is a lily that's called a peace lily, isn't it? is that what these ones are? Because I have no idea and I haven't looked it up. I just love the way that Chiro has depicted this with this beautiful stained glass window in the back, and it brings back those memories for me of times, many hours in my youth of sitting in church on the Sundays, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times, because my dad was a lay preacher and did a circuit where we lived. And it just brings back those lovely warm memories of beauty in the churches, of the beauty of our beliefs, and how we see things, the perspectives that we might have, and that these, what we've been taught from those who have been passed, like my grandparents that taught my mum and dad, and their parents before them, and all of that is the history behind what is our gene pool, I suppose, because each and every every one of the lilies themselves too is just that slightly bit different. There is no exactly the same. I suppose if you took all this, cells, and like they do now with science, cloning, supposedly that is exactly the same, but are they? I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I love the way that nature forms in and of itself its uniqueness, and that we too have that opportunity as we're moving through our day to day, referencing, yes, some of that we've learnt in our upbringing and how we've lived our lives in each and every situation we've experienced and gone through, to create this that is our uniqueness, in our beauty, in our position, in where we are, and growing it forward as we're moving into what is our futures as such. So take that uniqueness that is you and really grow and shine your light as you. Okay, because we're going on adventures. We are as if we are experiencing today as a fresh start. Each and every moment in our present is that opportunity as a fresh start to take the next step on the next bit of that adventure of life. Okay, I just love it. And as we move over to the workspace, I shall just check the comments again. And Fiona has put it's chill, but chilly outside, but with the sunshine and the blue sky. Yes, it is. The lovely little weather report at the north end of Adelaide. On the south end, north end. Thank you, Fiona. Now, with the ring in the workspace, it's about the promises, contracts, and things like that we can step into. These are choices. They're not something that we have to do. It's with anything in life, we still have a choice, with the child being able to choose what's that next step in their adventure of, in my adventure of what life is. What are you choosing to give your promise to, give a vow? This is about the promises and the contracts and things that we make, that we do hold ourselves to as those promises. Now, it can even be to those types of documents that are going to be legally binding. And like a lot of things that we experience in life, we expect that those that are legally binding hold true for, forever type of thing. But do keep in mind that sometimes these things can be broken. There are ways and means that even if you have things in a tight legal language, can be difficult to move out of. Be mindful of what sort of documents and what sort of promises that you're giving today, or starting today, contemplating, thinking about. Have the light shine on those finer details within it, that it is something that you are willing to be bound to that nth degree, that you can confidently say, yes, I can do this, I hold myself to this promise. And how much that in itself is going to bring you that gem in your life, in your workspace, because this is relative to the work that you do that earns your income, that is going to keep you within that realm of food, shelter, clean air, that type of thing, security. That's what work is about. It's not, but it can also be about that sense of security. That's why we go into giving promises and going into contracts and written agreements and that sort of thing. We want that sense of security. So what we're doing is placing that as the foundation of what is next. Be mindful of what it is that you are taking the step into, that that there is some way of exit cleanly, or find out what really is the nitty-gritty of what you're needing to be putting your signature to, if it's that type of thing that requires signatures and witnesses and the rest. Otherwise, it can be just even your word, your promise to another person, to say, yes, I'll get this done. Yes, I'll go and get that photocopied for you and bringing it back, not forgetting it because you've got distracted or something. That was just one example that came out the air. It can be just that is your word and a promise. And more typically, it is the ring is used as an engagement. So you've asked someone to marry you and they've promised yes, and that's the binding agreement with why it's the ring. And the ease of use of placing it on a finger and showing you have promised yourself or to another. Okay? So it is an important factor of how we move through our workday, through life itself as well. Once making a promise, we do intend to stick to it, don't we? So see where some things that you've promised have been broken or left behind, forgotten. What is valid for them to be continued now, or is it something that you can re-agree on whatever is the next step, Doesn't mean it's dead in the grass type of thing. It can be that some things can be renegotiated, is the words I'm getting now. So there's a mindfulness about it. And there can also be that sense, well, in some respect, a sense of adventure, of discovery of what might be next that could be agreed upon. Okay? So that's the workplace. So it's a wonderful, to me, with the child as our theme, it really is that wonderful sense of adventure and, looking for or just waiting for. You can be the initiator or you can be the person who waits to see what happens. It's entirely up to you, but it's something that's going to be, for today, a fun experience, something that is going to be a little different to the norm, okay, to what we have been having. So we haven't had the child for a while. I'm just looking at the time there, 18:20. I'm just going to write that down because I'll go back and edit. So 18:20, let me have a look. There we go, mumbling to myself. I do that sometimes too, eh? When you live alone, for most of the time, yes, it can be one of those traps, chatting with oneself. And Hilda, we're in the middle of a second heat wave after a cool and wet July here in Switzerland. Oh, you're getting the heat waves as well again. Oh, I have seen snippets of news where there is some wildfires in Europe. I feel for those who experience that sort of, it can be considered a disaster, but then you look afterwards at some of the woods and the growth, the renewed growth from after bushfires. It can in some sense be a blessing too. Not always what we perceive on the surface is it. Beliefs, wonder and commitment, certainly something interesting coming our way today. Do things in a timely manner. Yes, it can be that too. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Sandra. I love your interpretations. And Michaela, thank you for the emojis. Wonderful to have you here. It really is. And Elizabeth, good morning. Just caught you live, Roz. Have a great day, one and all. Thank you, Elizabeth, over in YouTube. Lovely to see you. And from Keza, a thank you and have an amazing day to everyone with those gorgeous gold and silver hearts. Thank you. And the black, well, it's a dark silver. It doesn't matter. Black is, black is black and white. Did I put that one up as well? Yes, Fiona. Thank you, Ros Gurley. Very interesting day for you then and all around the globe. A good afternoon or a good evening. Well, Well, I hope it is very interesting for you, Fiona, and I hope that you are making sure that you're resting up too and have that healing essence, healing energies go through swiftly. Right, so that is our reading for today, and enjoy whatever comes up. Feel that adventure and that not childish, childlikeness of revisiting your childlike thinking and that sense of jumping into an adventure, into an absolutely new book that you can open and create for yourself. I like that analogy because I've got so many book ideas and haven't finished one yet. So it is that sense of discovery and adventure. Be the best that you can be at doing that too. So we'll see you tomorrow around the same time. The links are here in the comments on the pages. Facebook doesn't allow them in profiles, so if you look up the Psychic online, or you can go to the Buy Me a Coffee one. I love both. I will respond to both wherever you put them forward. And from Hilda, this reading needs to sink in a bit. You'll look at it again after your night's rest, and thank you for a lovely reading. Wonderful day with light and love to all in the chat. And one of the things, Hilda, is that through dreams we do sometimes get beautiful messages, don't we? And having that time to contemplate it before it is your 14th Thursday will be wonderful. Well, in the living. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.